All right, so the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna pound our chicken breast. So go ahead and put your chicken breast on a cutting board. I like to top it with saran wrap just so you don't get chicken flying everywhere. You could also put it in a Ziploc, but I try not to waste a Ziploc just because, you know, I run low on those gallon bags. And now you're just gonna take either a meat mallet, you could also use like the bottom of a frying pan, and we're just gonna pound the chicken. This will help it stay moist. I feel like when you kind of break down the chicken fibers a little bit, it stays a little bit more juicy and moist. It'll also just help us get the chicken into one even layer. That way it'll be easy to kind of wrap and roll around the broccoli and the cheese. So do one side and then we'll flip it over. And another thing is like chicken is a little bit delicate, so you don't want to just go whacking away like pulverizing it. You do have to be a little bit gentle. Sometimes I'll start by using like the spiky side of the mallet and then I'll switch over to the flat side. And this area that's thicker, like one side of the breast will be thinner and then one will be thicker. So you'll have to pound more on the side that's thicker, and we're just looking for that even, like ½ inch thick probably, even chicken breast. So now we've got our chicken breast and it's all flattened out. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut it in half. And when you're cutting in half, try to think about rolling these pieces around the broccoli and cheese. So usually I'll try to get two kind of like longer strips because I know that's gonna be a good shape for me to roll around the broccoli and the cheese. So just go ahead and slice those in half. Great. Okay, so I moved the chicken onto a sheet pan just as kind of a staging area so that we can get it seasoned. And now we're gonna generously season both sides of chicken with salt and pepper. I highly recommend getting a salt container like this. I feel like you just have so much more control as a cook when you like reach in and grab that kosher salt. By the way, Diamond Crystal kosher salt is what I would recommend. It comes in a red box. I actually order mine on Amazon because sometimes it's hard to find in the stores. That is the best one in my opinion. Alternatively, with pepper, I wouldn't recommend getting pre-ground pepper. I think pepper is something where you should keep it in a grinder like this. If you don't have this, then definitely get these. And I also have a salt grinder too, but I tend to use like the pinching finger salt thing more. And then the pepper I always grind fresh. So now I'm adding the pepper and then we will salt and pepper the other side. Okay, so now the fun begins. This is like, basically right now we're just gonna put together the whole meal. That's why I love this, is you can get it together ahead of time, do whatever else you need to do. If you're a mom, you go pick up the kids, you chill, and then you put it in the oven, and it's great to prepare ahead of time, super easy. So take your chicken, which we seasoned, and then you're just gonna coat it in the breadcrumb and cheese mixture. And you notice we're not dredging the chicken in egg, so it's not like we're getting like a super thick coating on here. We're just like lightly kind of breading it in the breadcrumb and cheese mixture. Then what you're gonna do is, I usually just move over to the baker that I'm gonna use and layer on a piece of Swiss cheese. If you don't like Swiss cheese, you can definitely sub in, like provolone would be a great sub, cheddar, whatever is your favorite. And then you're gonna go ahead and add, I usually try to add like 3 broccoli florets during this stage, and then roll it up and then just place it in the dish. And once we've got all the chicken in here, we'll stuff some more broccoli in. So don't feel like you need to like stuff it full a crazy amount right now. We'll get all these broccolis nestled in there, don't you worry. Okay, so now we've got all our rolls made and there's still a little bit of extra broccoli, there always is. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna stuff this into the little crevices. So like I said, you don't need to worry about getting every piece of broccoli stuffed in the chicken, because now it's actually much easier. Now that the pan is kind of like full, we can just nestle the broccoli in with each of these little chickens. Little chickens, bok bok. Okay, so now see how there's some extra of this breadcrumb mixture? We're just gonna add that on top of the broccoli. And you can add some on top of the chicken too. Just get that nestled in. It looks like I poured out a lot, so I probably won't add all of it, but just get a nice little dusting on all these guys. Delicious. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little pat of butter. So just get some cold butter, slice some thin little slices like this, and we're gonna put a pat of butter on each one of them. And if you're really on a health routine, you can skip this step, but I do actually think it adds a lot. I think it was my dad's idea to start doing this, and it does add. And now we are just going to cover the entire top of the dish with Swiss cheese, and it's gonna cook and get so like bubbly. You broil the top for a few minutes at the end and it just gets so delicious. I'm so excited for you guys to try this. And if there's some space like around the edges, what I do is I just like break the cheese in thinner strips so that it all fits. So we're just kind of jigsawing our way to a complete cover here. Okay, so here we are before baking. So again, if you're a busy mom, you're working, whatever, you can get this prepared in the morning or even the day ahead, or even probably like 2 days ahead. Keep it in the fridge and then you just pop it in the oven when it's time for dinner. So I love this one because it's easy to put together and easy to prep ahead too, which is key. Hello from the oven, gonna pop it in now. And this is 350, so 350 degrees for, I believe, 45 minutes. I'll put it in the recipe. And then I always broil the top too, to get it like a nice golden brown crust. Okay, so now I'm broiling the top so that we get some nice kind of golden brown, and you can see it's definitely happening. And it's looking beautiful, yay. Here you can just see how delicious it is. Yum. Okay, time for the taste test. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just love this one. I haven't had it in a while. Just delicious, like so good. The broccoli gets like cheese like all melted around it, and then you've got this like crispy cheese from the top. The chicken's moist and tender. It's an awesome recipe. I really hope you try it. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you thought in the comments. If you have any requests for future videos, definitely let me know. But I am sending you so much love. Thank you again for watching, and have a great rest of your day.